Hello traders, it's Colin the Trading Canuck here. I've got a couple of daily setups that I want to share with you guys and explain a little bit of why I think they're going to be good trades. The first is the Aussie Swiss sell and the second is a pound CAD sell. And there's a lot going, although these trades are technically both in kind of an uptrend, there is a lot of positive confirmation that we should see these pairs start to fall. Let's have a look at the Aussie Swiss first. Now the Aussie Swiss has basically formed a triple top. We've got one here, and one here. And this one was actually a pretty big rejection. Actually, it didn't qualify as a proper hammer or a pin bar candle for me, so I didn't take it. And actually now, 4 days later, we're basically getting this moving average cross that I sometimes use, or I use quite a bit actually, as the confirmation to take my trades. But when you add to that we've got a triple top and we've also got a rising trend line that has been respected quite nicely all through here, with the exception of this one little dip here. We've got multiple touches here, we've got a good anchor there, and 3 touches there. And now this candle from yesterday actually closed quite a bit below that, or at least it closed basically right on it. And it really just depends on how you draw the trend line. There we go. So there's another view. So basically we got a touch there, multiple touches here, and an anchor here. And then we closed right on it, but we wicked lower, and we actually kissed the weekly S2 on this one. So if we take a trade on this, and we take a trade from 10 pips below this low, we're actually going to be entering basically far enough away from that trend line that hopefully if it comes down that far again, it will just keep on coming down and we'll be able to get some nice profits out of it. Now we're going to be looking to take profits obviously at these bounce zones, like here for 84. We've got one at 84.10 roughly. We got another one down here at about 83.15 or so. And then ultimately, it may come down here and make another bottom at the 82.40 area. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm going to give you guys 3 targets for this trade, and that's why, because we do have some support along the way. It's pretty tough to hold some of these daily trades if you don't have the patience for it, to wait to take profit. And then like what happened last week, where we missed a couple of our targets by as little as 8-10 pips, or even less in some cases. So we don't want to see that happen again, so we'll take profit a little bit sooner. Pound CAD, kind of the same, actually kind of the same story, very similar. You can see that we've actually got a pretty decent channel running here, and we've respected it going back quite a ways now. Let's see here. So again, with the exception of this little dip right here, it's actually held pretty good, moving higher for quite some time now. And there we go. But again, if we can push through that, and with the pound being having broken its triple top now and to the downside, and looking like it's broke the box, if you will. I'll show you that chart too in just a second. I think plus the USD CAD is at a high that it seems to be finding a little bit of trouble sustaining, and may actually start to come down on its own. I think the pound CAD is an excellent opportunity for a short. And again, we've got multiple support zones on the way down, but my ultimate goal is going to be roughly this 200 moving average down here. Probably at this monthly S2. By the time we get there, it'll be in the same place, which would be at about 6,200. And so if we enter below the low here, which would be about 66.23, 6,200 is 430 pips away. And although it'll take a little while to get there, I think there's a pretty high probability that it will, if we can break out of this channel to the downside. So that's that one. Now there's also now the Aussie Swiss is basically the mirror image of the Euro Aussie, and I guess it really just comes down to a comfort level. All the same factors really tie in. We've got a triple bottom here. We've got a nice cross to the top side with the euro today being a little bit stronger and the Aussie being weaker. And we don't seem like we've got resistance here, and resistance here again. So we're really not a whole lot different. And basically, I think it's basically just comes down to trader preference as to which trade you would like to take. But I wouldn't take them both. The Euro Aussie and the Aussie Swiss are essentially the mirror images of each other. So only take one or the other. And in this case, again, same as just the reverse. It would be a buy stop 10 pips above the high, which would be 44.95. Would be the entry, and then we put our stop down here at 42.40, 42.41, and then we look for 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, or something to that effect. But most likely, the first target would be this monthly R2 for me, which is at 47.72, so 47.70, and then the second target would be this 49.90 area, and again, so that could be a very good trade. So I'm just going to show you the pound. I wanted to look at the pound USD chart, and this is another reason why I'm very interested in selling the pound CAD, is that the pound USD chart has clearly broken this support level here. We had a strong support level at this 59.20 level where we had bounces here. We had 4 or 5 days in a row where it bounced here. We had 2 days where it couldn't get through when it came up from the bottom over here. And then if we look back even further, we can see we got lots of touches in that level all the way along. So this trade basically, to me, we basically have a box around the trade, and the bottom of the box becomes our resistance. And I think that I don't really have a valid entry on this pair based on what we see here on price action, which is why I'm going with the pound CAD, because we actually have a valid setup on the pound CAD. So for now, we're going to go with the pound CAD, but you can see that the pound USD is doing the same kind of thing as the pound CAD, and the pound USD has already broken its support level, which will be really good for our pound CAD trade. I don't really care which pair the pips come from, as long as the pips work out. So that was just a little add-on to kind of show you guys what the pound USD is looking like right now and what I think about it. I really think that this pound USD is going to come down to about 157 over the next few days, maybe even in the next 1 day or two, because I know Carney is supposed to speak today, and that really could I guess it could cause it to go either way, but I think it's more likely that we're going to see the pound come down. So okay, everybody, happy trading. Let's hope these trades make us lots of pips. Take care.